Detroit Red Wings. I'm not kidding you. 8-5 victory for your Chicago Blackhawks. We just jump in a time machine all the way back to the 80s and watch the Blackhawks and Wings play it off with in that era? Because what the heck? 8-5. Your Chicago Blackhawks beat the Wings 8-5. It's a stupid to think. I'm sorry. It's just pure stupidity. I'm one that doesn't care for high scoring games, but holy crap! We were in for 80s style hockey tonight. Not the hard hitting hockey, the high scoring defense. What is that type hockey? Because 8-5. What the hell? This is going to be a long review, I have a feeling, because 8-5. 8-5 game. Like, what the heck is that? Face-off percentage for your Chicago Blackhawks tonight. They went 50% at the dot, with the Wings also basically 50%. Power play, Hawks went 2 for 3. The Wings went 1 for 3. Penalty minutes, 8-18 in favor for the Hawks, not taking as many penalties. The Wings took 18. That's quite a bit in a game. Hits 7-12. As I mentioned, it wasn't a hard-nosed hitting type of 80s hockey. It was a high-scoring 80s type of hockey. This type of game would have made Wayne Gretzky proud in his style, because he played in the 80s with the Oilers, putting up high scores like that. Well, I guess tonight gave Wayne Gretzky a birthday present, because the Hawks ended up putting up an 8 spot and the Wings put up a 5 spot. We had 80s hockey in the score ledger tonight. I'm just saying. It was 80s hockey. It was a pure stupidity type. How the hell are you putting up this many goals? Where the hell did the Hawks get this many goals from? Because they can't score this year. This game, I get it. It's going to be an outlier on the season. Holy crap. What a game. It was stupid to watch just how many goals were getting put up. I'm sorry. It was. I can't get over it. So let's look at the shots on net per period, shall we? 16-8 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks in the first period. 11-13 in favor for the Red Wings in the second period. 11-12 in favor for Detroit in the second period. Total shots on net, 38-33 in favor for your Chicago Blackhawks. This game, though, I'm just sorry. This game was this pure, entertaining stupidity hockey. Beer league level, type hockey. High scoring game. Goaltending, not happening. Defense, not happening. Fleury tonight, really, he played well in net. He may have let 5 goals in, but really, you cannot fault him on any of the 5 that happened against him. The Hawks were just weak defensively. They allowed screenshots, and a turnover led to the Wings starting their scoring. This game was not on Fleury. Honestly, it wasn't on either side net on goals. Nedeljkovic got tossed in the first, after the first period, and they went to Calvin Pickard in the second and finished off the game with Pickard. This game is, again, stupidity of seeing how many goals were put up. It was an all-star score. I have no words otherwise to say. This game is just 80s style, stupidity, high-scoring hockey. It was an onslaught. There is no defense tonight. That's it. So, since we saw an 8-5 game, let's get into the goals, shall we? Because in the goals, there's quite a bit of story with it. In the first period, the Hawks may have outshot the Wings in that period and outplayed them in that period, but the first 5 minutes of play really was all Detroit. If you came to the stream tonight, you would even hear me say the first 5 minutes of play were pretty much all Detroit. They held the Hawks to 7-2 shots for the first about 5.5 minutes of play in that period. So, Hawks started battling and getting some momentum, and well, the Hawks started to find a spark. They got into the offensive zone, getting some chances off of Nedeljkovic. And well, the Hawks get on the board with their first goal of the night. Because at 10:24 in the first period, scored by number 8, Dominic Kubalik. His 10th of the season, assisted by number 4, Steph Jones. And number 23, Philip Kurashev. The Hawks set up perfectly in the offensive zone here as Kurashev feeds it over to Jones, and Jones shoots it 5-hole on Nedeljkovic. It would have gone wide, but Kubalik on the doorstep handles the puck and just brings it into the net, and the Hawks are on the board 1-0 Chicago Blackhawks at 10 minutes into the game. And well, that goal led to momentum. And momentum it led to, well, because we get a power play shortly after. And at 12:40 in the first period, scored by number 17, Dylan Strome on the power play. His first of the night, 5th of the season, assisted by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, and number 88, Patrick Kane, to make it a 2-0 game for your Chicago Blackhawks. Dylan Strome gets his first of the night on a power play. This was really all well passing. Kane sauces the puck over to Cat, and Cat shot passed over to Strome, and Strome redirected it past Nedeljkovic to make it a 2-0 game for your Chicago Blackhawks. And, well, tonight, Stromer, have yourself a night, because that's your first of the night, and he's not done scoring tonight. He had himself a stellar performance. Stromer gets on the board for his first point of the night, first goal of the night. And, well, he adds to it 2 minutes later at 14:27 in the first period, scored by number 17, Dylan Strome. His 6th of the season, assisted by number 88, Patrick Kane. This goal was another one. This was a great setup play by Patrick Kane in the offensive zone. Kane gets it into the offensive zone, and he goes backhand no-look pass to Dylan Strome, and Strome settles the puck down and goes barred down top shelf on Nedeljkovic to make it a 3-0 game for your Chicago Blackhawks. Second of the night for Dylan Strome. That's a great performance right there for Stromer. He had a great performance altogether, offensively, defensively, and, well, at the faceoff dot. Stromer was great. And, well, the Hawks kept battling. They kept coming at the Wings with pressure, moving the puck well, getting some more opportunities off, and, well, with about 30 seconds remaining in regulation time, in the first period, cue another goal. Because at 19:28 in the first period, scored by number 24, Sam Lafferty. his first as a Chicago Blackhawk and first of the season, assisted by number 17, Dylan Strome, and number 6, Jake McCabe, to give the Hawks a 4-0 lead going into the end of the first period. This goal was a beauty because Strome shoots it on net, gets a rebound, and just sauces it to Sam Lafferty for the empty net on the doorstep, and the Hawks have a 4-0 lead. Stromer now has 3 points, 2 goals, and 1 assist. Strome's having himself a game. He's not done yet, but we have to go to the second period. And well, the second period was a collapse. The Hawks looked bad. They didn't have any momentum going. The Wings managed to gain control. And well, they came out with power. They came out to charge and try and get this game close. And they do. Because at 5:45 in the second period, Robbie Fabry steals the puck from a terrible turnover in the defensive zone from Calvin DeHaan that sent Fabry on his skates, deking Fleury out of his pads to make it a 4-1 game. Fabry gets the Wings on the board, and you could see momentum happening for Detroit there. And as the Wings gained momentum from this Fabry goal, you could see the Hawks came into this second period just on their heels, letting the Wings play some offense. And the Hawks looked like they wanted to play a defensive game to end the game. Well, that's not going to happen because a minute later, the Wings get on the board again. At 6:41 in the second period, Tyler Bertuzzi scores his 20th of this season, assisted by Filip Hronek to make it a 4-2 game. This goal was just a setup because Hronek gets the puck in the defensive zone from Bertuzzi, and Bertuzzi goes up. Hawks let Bertuzzi come in, and Bertuzzi scores off of his own rebound to make it a 4-2 game. Defense. Not there, but this game doesn't have defense at all. Because the Wings start pressuring more. They continue their pressure. Hawks had to kill some power plays. They do. Luckily, there was a key penalty kill that they did manage to kill off when Strome went to the box. Hawks had to kill off a penalty, and it looked like the Hawks gained some momentum from it. They were controlling play a little bit, but the Hawks allowed this to happen. At 19:47, in the second period, scored by Pius Suter. Remember him? Yeah, he was a rookie with the Hawks last year. Well, he's on Detroit, and he gets the Wings within 1 for his 10th of the season, assisted by another former Blackhawk, Jordan Osterley, and this time not former Blackhawk, Robbie Fabry, to make it a 4-3 game, and Pius Suter gets on the board. Really hurts to see him score against us after him having a good rookie season last year and the Hawks just letting him walk free agent. 19:47 in the second period, and Suter gets this game within 1. So, the Hawks need to come into this third period. Come into the third period well. And, well, they do. Because they were battling hard. They won the opening faceoff, getting a couple opportunities off of Picard. And, well, this happened. Hawks get a power play at 6:10 in the third period. Scored by number 17, Dylan Strome. His hat trick of the night. 7th of the season. Yes, he had a hat trick. Dylan Strome with his career first hat trick tonight. And this was assisted by number 4, Steph Jones. And number 38, Brandon Hagel to make it a 5-3 game at 6:10 in the third period. Stromer had himself a hat trick tonight, and wow, this is his career first hat trick. He had himself an outstanding game tonight for your Chicago Blackhawks, and well, a great goal because it was another tip in up front of the net, and Strome gets the hat trick. It was a shot by Jones from the point and tipped in past Calvin Pickard to make it a 5-3 Blackhawks lead for Dylan Strome to get the hat trick. That's awesome to see. Hawks with some momentum here. They were battling hard, gaining with the control still. And well, it goes 4-on-4. And this happens at 8:55 in the third period. Scored by number 12, Alex DeBrincat. His 25th of this season. Assisted by number 19, Jonathan Toews. And number 82, Caleb Jones. Jones in the defensive zone gets a good block, keeps the puck on his stick, goes up on a rush for a 3-on-1 break on the 4-on-4 opportunity. Hawks on a 3-on-1. Jones gets it to DeBrincat in the neutral zone over to Toews. Toews sees Cat for a sauce over to Cat, and Cat buries it past Pickard for basically an empty net goal to get his 25th of the season, first of the night, at 8:55 in the third period. Awesome. Hawks have a 6-3 game. Hawks lead by 3 goals again. But it doesn't last that much longer because 4 minutes later, the Hawks go to the PK, and this happens. At 12:05 in the third period, Morris Schneider scores his 4th of the season, assisted by Lucas Raymond and Tyler Bertuzzi. This power play was just set up by pure passing, moving the puck. Schneider to Raymond back to Schneider, and Schneider just rifles it past Marc-Andre Fleury. Fleury could not see the puck because Connor Murphy was just standing in front of him. Can't really fault anything there. On the goalie, just you screened your own goalie, and from a bad screen up front of the net by Connor Murphy on this goal. So we could see the Wings are still fighting to get this game tied, aren't they? They're battling. And well, they get this game back within 1 3 minutes later after the Morris Schneider goal. At 15:25 in the third period, Dylan Larkin gets on the board to get his 20th of the season. He gains the control of puck and goes backhand past Fleury, top shelf, comes in, goes out immediately. Some of the players on the ice didn't see it go in. Some did, like Larkin did. And they had to check a review. Yes, good goal. Larkin gets his 20th of the season, and it's a 6-5 game. We have 11 goals already. And the goal scoring is not over yet. Immediately after the Larkin goal, the Hawks gain control. In the neutral zone, it's Brandon Hagel coming out with the puck. Hagel gets the puck, gets tripped, and well, the puck gets on the stick of former Blackhawk Nick Leddy, and Leddy in the defensive zone for the Red Wings turns it right over to number 38, Brandon the Bagel Hagel. His 11th of the season at 16:13 in the third period to make it a 7-5 game. The Bagel gets on the board to make it 7-5. Now we're up to 12 goals, and we're not even done. We have one more goal remaining. And Hagel gets on the board to get his 7th of the season. Nice steal by Hagel in the defensive zone. He basically makes up for the terrible turnover back in the second period by Calvin DeHaan that led to the Robbie Fabry goal. Letty returned that present that DeHaan did back in the second period. Hagel gets on the board. So 7-5. And we're not done scoring because the Wings pull their goalie with about 3 minutes remaining in regulation time. Hawks gain control. DeBrincat goes on the races unassisted at 18-17 in the third period. Scored by number 12, Alex DeBrincat. His second of the night, 26th of the season for the empty net goal to give the Hawks the 8-5 victory over the Detroit Red Wings. It's just baffling to say 8-5. We had 80s style hockey. That's all it was. It was 80s hockey. It was not normal hockey we watched tonight. We're not going to see this again. I can't claim it, but I don't think we're seeing that again because the Hawks offense this season has not been good. We saw a hat trick tonight for Dylan Strome. We saw 2 goals tonight by Alex DeBrincat, one being a empty net though, but the other one being a 4-on-4, 3-on-1 attack. We saw a lot of goals tonight. The defense tonight, there wasn't defense tonight on either side of the puck. Goaltending tonight, there were some key saves at moments. Fleury did play well, as I mentioned. All 5 of the goals against really are not his fault. The Hawks' defense tonight wasn't there in the second to third period. The Wings tonight, they had defense in the second period. They didn't have defense in the first or the third period. But what the heck was this game tonight? It was just a pure onslaught. I swear, this is the craziest game I have watched in years. High scoring, just pure stupidity of offense tonight. It was that type of game. I swear, I haven't seen a game like this in years. And years meaning the last time I really seen a high scoring game like this that really was against much of anything, putting up 5, where your opponent put up 5 goals and we put up at least 6, was back in 2010. And we did it tonight by putting up an 8-5 game. It was 0 defense, but man, tonight was a fun game to watch. Just pure stupidity of how many goals were put up. It was 80s hockey, as I mentioned multiple times tonight. Probably the title of this video. But holy crap, this game was just insane. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your thoughts were on tonight's performance between the Chicago Blackhawks and Detroit Red Wings, because what we watched was not normal. We went in a time machine and watched hockey from the 80s. That's what we watched. That's it. So I want to say to those of you who came to the live stream tonight to watch this game play out, thank you. Who came, because that stream was a lot of fun, because 8-5. So I want to say thank you for everyone who came to the stream tonight, and thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, because 8-5 victory over the Detroit Red Wings. And most of all, we may not see another 80s style game like this, but Man, let's go Hawks!